So, you're going to hear my children in the background because they're in the back of the car, but I'm filming the video anyway because you're lucky to have kids, and kids aren't a disruption to life, they're a spice. They add flavor to life. And it's kind of cute, you get to hear like unfiltered Devon genetics speaking their mind. But anyway, so, um, just got gas, waiting for the person in front of me to move. Shh, April. We have a person in front of me to move, and I wanted to make this video continuing on the same train of thought as my last video on fatal insomnia, and it threw me for a loop, because I found people who have also stayed up for 20, 30, 40 days without a wink of sleep in a degenerative form of insomnia that progressively gets worse and worse and resists all treatments, and they all died. Yeah, they're all dead, which I'm not surprised about, because I totally felt like I was going to die when I was in the middle of those insomnia episodes. And I say in the middle of it, but it's not really like they ended. Like, I would just start fasting and cutting everything out of my diet until I was either eating only like yogurt and like sweet potatoes and applesauce every 60 hours, or only beef, salt, and water every 60 hours. And that worked. That got me to sleep. And then I'd do it again. And that got me to sleep again. And that isn't the definition of fatal insomnia, because the definition of fatal insomnia is no remission whatsoever. Absolute progression towards death and total insomnia. And then that's just what I'm thinking about, because I don't want to have fatal insomnia. Like, I don't want to be like, I survived fatal insomnia, because the definition of fatal insomnia is it's fatal. It's kind of part of the definition. They have this prion hypothesis that isn't confirmed. There's a genetic hypothesis that isn't confirmed. The main hallmark of this illness is that it kills you, and I don't want to die. So, do I have fatal insomnia? No. I'm saying definitively I don't have fatal insomnia, because this shit ain't gonna kill me. Now, is this disease not gonna kill me because that isn't its nature, or because it isn't my nature? I think it has to do with my nature. I think it isn't my nature to succumb to something like this, because I think I'm too... Shh, April. So this is gonna double as a parenting video, I guess. But it isn't my nature to be overcome by this stuff. It's not my nature to be like, I don't know. Like, I'd rather die from some weird dietary intervention, like fasting for a week straight and then drinking a bunch of cow blood, than I would insomnia. That's not... But and in the same way, though, I'm grateful to all the people who died from fatal insomnia and not suicide, drug overdose, who actually made the disease kill them. My heart goes out to you. So what I've always said about myself is I'm going to make this thing kill me. If it's going to kill me, if I'm going to die, it's going to do it. So they're going to do the autopsy, and they're going to be like, holy cow, insomnia killed this man. Like they found with the other people, like the 16-year-old with sporadic fatal insomnia and died 40 months later from respiratory failure induced by brain damage from not sleeping. Good for you. Valhalla welcomes you. Like, make it kill you, because that's how we know. That's how people told me for years and years. They were like, no one stays up that long. You will fall asleep eventually. Like, you can't die from insomnia. And I've been like, this feels like it's killing me. I'm not imagining this. I have to fast for 60 hours non-stop, basically. Like 60 hours, eat. Another 60-hour fast, eat. Another 60-hour fast, eat. Okay, now I can eat for like 2 days straight. Another 60-hour fast. And like, that's what I'm doing right now. And taking vitamins, and taking salt pills, and drinking tons of water, and getting my periodic mitochondrial exercise in with my kettlebell swings and push-ups, and walking every single day, and sun exposure, and meditating, and not smoking, not drinking, not doing any drugs. Like, yes, I take caffeine and Adderall. I have a prescription for that, but I'm reducing the Adderall simply because I'm kind of worried about the binders and fillers, and like, can't control that. Might get the prescription switched to Vyvanse because Vyvanse doesn't have binders and fillers, and keep exploring that route. I mean, like, taking vitamin D, like everything, raw liver, everything, and it's still a pain in the butt. It's still a pain in the butt to recover from this, but thank you to those people who made insomnia kill them, who didn't tap out, who actually made the fatal brain damage, degenerate their nervous system to the point where their respiratory system failed. Thank you. Thank you. I'm thanking you from the other side of the yawning grave. Thank you. You have honestly re-inspired me and kind of killed my complacency on the topic, because I don't want to say I'm the first person to survive with fatal insomnia, because I don't have fatal insomnia, because this shit ain't gonna kill me. But what I will say is I think I'm the first person who's been awake for 40 days who hasn't died within 4 years of that episode. I think pretty much everyone who experiences the type of episode, I think everyone who experiences the type of episodes I experience dies. Not me, though. Maybe not some other people. I'm looking around. I'm trying to find other people. I'm still doing this lion diet because that's what's given me the longest remission from insomnia of anything ever. After a period of this, I will switch back over to carb cycling and some protein fasting, probably back in the lion diet. I'm going to write down what I plan to do and why I plan to do this in a book that I'm going to publish, because it's a really great question that I've been working on for a really long time. Like, what's going on in my body and what do I intend to do about it and why? Great question. For those of you who are new to my channel, just go watch some of my videos on insomnia. Like, I have a ton of videos on insomnia. I had recurrent episodes of this throughout my life. The last episode lasted about a year, and I've documented that in a lot of videos. Just go look at any of my videos from the last, 18 months. So, I don't want this video to become too rambly. That is not my intention. But I will continue on this strange dietary path, and thank you to all the people who became statistics for fatal insomnia. Insomnia can kill you, but I don't think it has to. So, if you believe you have fatal insomnia, then try everything you can to get it to go into remission. Use the resources available on my channel. If you can get it to go into remission and rebuild sleep, then you can pat yourself on the back and say, I don't have fatal insomnia. Then they might say, well, you have sporadic fatal insomnia. Fuck that shit. Not telling you to disregard your doctor or anything, just fuck that label. Shouldn't swear at my kids in the car, but bad label. Bad label. If you can rebuild sleep once, you can rebuild sleep again. If my life proves anything, it's that. So yeah, you can just rebuild your sleep capacity. I'll get you water in a second, Katarina. I am driving this vehicle. If it proves anything, you can rebuild sleep capacity. That is very possible to rebuild sleep capacity. It's a pain in the butt. It's not easy, but you can do it. It is possible. And once you've proven that it's possible, you can then follow through with it. That's what I'm doing. So, just ate 4 pounds of steak for breakfast. Probably not going to eat again for at least another 14 hours. At least 14 hours. Maybe 24 hours. Probably more like 14. Then maybe I'll do a 24-hour fast. We'll see. I think I have to put all this information into a book and then talk about the book on my YouTube channel. I'm also listening to a lot of carnivore doctors, and I'm a little bit less paranoid about my channel getting deleted now, because the carnivore doctors aren't as paranoid about their channels getting deleted, and they haven't been deleted yet. That's something I'll be talking about. I may make a guide for YouTubers and like how to stay platformed in an Orwellian age so that we can all keep putting the information out there. But AI analyzes tone. So use big words, complex sentences, and you should be fine.